Yes, Nanny's boy. Yes. What a good boy you are. Well, hi there, my friends. This week, I am pet sitting with Harley, the golden retriever of Colleen and Micah's. I've gotten to think about the relationship between an aging person and a pet and what a comforting thing it is. But this is a good week for me to concentrate on some self-care. We are now on an even keel with Moosey. We know what the prognosis is for the next 6 months at least, perhaps maybe for the rest of our lives. And we've accepted what we think our simple quality of life will be, and we think it will be really quite enjoyable. Our quality of life lately has been pretty much the same, as it will continue. Enjoying life around the cottage, Moosey sitting outside enjoying the birds, me gardening, doing my hobbies, and life should be pretty much the same, we hope, when Moosey's rehabilitation is over within a couple of months, perhaps sooner, and he regains his strength and will be able to resume life as it was. So this week, now with all the questions about everything sort of now at an even keel, and the excitement of the wonderful partying we had over the weekend, which, as you know, we love family, and as long as I have the support of family and see them as often as I need to, that's fine for me. They're a wonderful support. All the kids, the grandkids, the great-grandkids, and it's been a godsend for both Moosey and myself. But this week I want to talk a little bit about self-care for an aging senior who at the moment is living alone. And I want to spend this week, since I am with a companion, a pet, who loves me unconditionally. And you know, ladies, that's what they do, don't they? Our pets are unconditional lovers. I've always said that. And I always said I was too, of all my kids and grandkids and great-grands. And no matter what goes, they're still gonna love you and give you support. Now, as you know, Harley is a golden retriever. I think she's watching birds now. She loves to do that. Aiden was just here taking care of the chickens. And by the way, I really have to start thinking about all the things I can make with eggs, because I'm getting all the fresh eggs this week. Now, there are 3 female chickens down there in that chicken coop, and I'm putting a little snippet. I can't go down the stairs. There's several steps down without a railing down to the chicken coop, and I just can't make it down safely. So Aiden has been taking care of the chickens every day, and it's only for 5 days, and it's almost halfway over anyway. And he brings back 2 eggs. We have 3 chickens. Now, he did find the 3rd egg yesterday, but today he did not. So there must be a lazy female down there somewhere. I don't know where, but maybe she'll lay later in the day. This week, I've decided to spend it as a therapeutic week for me. I will be able to relieve a lot of the stress that was on my shoulders for quite a while. I still will be seeing Moosey every day, but he's in such a great mood. He also has accepted our life from here on in, and I know it will be enjoyable. But for me, as a caretaker to Moosey, I am this week thinking a little bit about what I have to do to maintain my level of serenity. And I can pretty well do that, you know. I have the type of a constitution that's very positive. I'm that glass half full, as we've always said. And I know I can do this, but there are some parameters that you have to do, I think, ladies, and I think you'll all agree with me, that when you are living alone, there's certain things that you want to do to care for yourself. And the first things are, you have to think about your health. Are you drinking enough water? And yes, I am. I have my water right over there. I've learned that that's very, very important. I will be doing that. I will be eating right. As you know, I do have some crazy types of eating, but I've learned that adding a few veggies here and there, making sure that I have my protein, I'm good. I'm okay. I'm not doing much cooking. I'm not good on the mushy mashed potatoes, meat and gravy things, but I do love my veggies, and I managed to get those in with all my quirky things like my shrimp and my herring and all those other things. And you know they are good for me. Now, being with pets, I've discovered, has given me a serenity, especially when I know I'm responsible for them. And this little gal has her own anxieties. But you know, golden retrievers are known to be terrific therapeutic dogs. They're, as I say, unconditional lovers, like this lover right here, looking up at me so adoringly. And I've seen them in the skilled nursings when they bring in a golden retriever. It has something to do, and I know nothing about this, the cortisol, relieving stress in your body, and something about the dopamine. Yes, I love you, I do. And this reciprocal love that's going back and forth this week between myself and this beautiful, loving dog who also needs companionship. She does have her own anxieties, but it goes along with my week. Now, at the same time, I'm able to visit Moosey. We have these wonderful visits. I feel the stress off my shoulders, and I'm getting exercise, of course, doing quite a bit with the dog. Now, I know a lot of you know that Moosey and I have lived in a little 100-year-old adobe cottage on our daughter Colleen and Micah's property up in the hills in the San Gabriel Valley. And we've lived here for over 20 years, and it's so wonderful being near family and children. So when we do things like this, I can sit up here by the pool with the dog, taking care of animals and children when they were little. We really did have a lot of fun with the babies when they were little. Most of them were born here, and we've been so fortunate to live right so close with this family. And quite a bit of our immediate family lives probably within at least half an hour. Now, let me just look at my notes. I have made some notes on all this. So, this week, besides being active, prioritizing sleep. Now, as you know, sleep is a problem with me, and I have finally succumbed to taking some medication at night. Moosey has been urging me to try the Tylenol PM. I know my daughter Debbie takes it, and one or two of the other kids, and I'm not one to like to take a lot of things, but I have past 2 nights taken some of the Tylenol PM, and I've only taken one. Moosey says try 2, but I've managed to get at least 4 hours of sleep at a time instead of my usual 1.5 to 2 hours, waking up, trying to go back and sleep again. I know we've talked about this before. So the sleep is a priority with me this week, and I'm working on that too. Obviously, as you can see, I'm taking time to relax. I'm not doing anything. A lot of the housework and everything is building up in the cottage, but you know what? I have the wonderful ability to not worry about that because I know I'll get it done. The kids have been helping me all summer long with the housekeeping, cleaning, etc. That's not the problem. I've started to think about my fall wardrobe. I love sweaters, and I have them out in my shed. I've brought some of them in, but right now they're all stacked up on Moosey's side of the bed. I think I told you when he's not there and he's in the nursing home or a hospital or whatever, I tend to use that side of the bed for some of my folding clothes, etc. Yes, Nanny loves you. So I'm doing that. I'm not cooking, so I don't have too many dishes. I do a lot of, I love my raw vegetables, as you know. Not watching TV or the news, because that, of course, would traumatize anyone at this point in our lives. Crime, I don't know why that's not one of the priorities that's listed on some of the things that people are worried about and ready to vote for. So I've taken my little break this week, and I'm happy, I'm relaxed, I'm sitting in the sunshine, the weather's been gorgeous. I think I'm easing back into my fall wardrobe, at least getting into my jeans wardrobes. And this is a good time for me. I want to leave you all with this thought. You are not alone, ladies, in this. There are many, many women living alone right now, trying to figure out their own quality of life and what makes them happy. I think one of the big things is getting rid of stress and worries, that taking everything one day at a time. But the big, big thing that I want to tell you is give yourself credit for what you do for other people. If you are a caretaker, if you are a family member who gives a lot of yourself to your family, take credit for that and love yourself. So in the end, interacting with animals, having animals around, I know almost all of you have pets of some kind, and I don't have to tell you what comfort they give you. And I discovered this, although I myself only have Shamu, my cat, I do have family dogs. We have probably up to 30 dogs in our family. Many of them have been, especially my son Billy, who was in the fire department for many years and had a rescue dog, was all over the world. They saved lives, had therapeutic dogs, and we know what animals can do for us. And this week, I am experiencing them. And the sun. In a few minutes, I'm going to leave to go over and see my Moosey, and he's doing so well. I have a new shaver that Margie's husband Mike bought for him, and I've charged it, and I'm just going to start a little bit on the cheeks. I have read all your comments. Most of you absolutely love Moosey's beard, and he has read the comments. I've read them to him, actually. He's been told he looks like Hemingway. He's been told he looks very professor-like, very handsome, and you know what? For the first time in his life, I think he wants to keep the beard. So I'm just going to trim it with the new shaver, and we'll keep him that way at least for quite a while. Someone asked if Moosey could do a cameo soon. I'm going to ask him if he thinks he's ready. You know, you might not be able to understand him as well as normally when he speaks, because he can't really open his mouth too awfully much because of the restriction of that neck collar on his chin. But he's as sharp as a tack. His humor is right there with him, and maybe he will do one for you. You know, before we close, I'd like to say a few things about Colleen's chicken coop that's down those steps that I was sitting on before. That, by the way, Aiden had to help me up from those steps after the dog and I did a few photos down there. And Micah made this such a cute chicken coop for Colleen. I can't remember, I think it was for their anniversary a couple of months ago. And he painted it red and white. It's just the perfect little coop for the 3 chickens that they bought. They're beautiful white chickens, and as I told you, Aiden comes up and feeds them every day, mainly because that was the one job that I wouldn't be able to do, because these steps here are 3 or 4 steps down without a railing, and at 87, I just can't manage them anymore. I would go down if there was a railing to hold on to, but it was too precarious for me. So I get to see Aiden every day when he comes up, and the dog just loves Aiden. He's here for about an hour, and he does other things around too. I had Aiden take some pictures of the coop because I couldn't get down there to take the pictures. And he took a picture of the 3 ladies, as Colleen calls them, when the three children went off to college, the third one finally went off this year. They became empty nesters. And these three chickens are the three girls that replaced the empty nesters. And I forget the names of them, but each one of their kids named the chicken. Colleen's cutest little chicken coop is over there down a few steps. Aiden took a picture of it and I deleted it by mistake. I couldn't go down because the steps over here are just too precarious for me to get down. Here's a little bit of a better view of the little annex off to the left. And then I did see a chicken just a minute ago in the annex. Oh, there's those little feet. I'll have Aiden take a picture tomorrow for you. And she gets about 3 eggs a day. So this week I'm getting 3 eggs almost every day. Today I only got 2. But I have to think of some things that I can make other than egg souffles and scrambled eggs. And of course, as you know, I love my deviled eggs. I'm doing egg salad. I love quiche, but Margie already made me quiche and sent it up for me to eat this week too. So I'm sure I can use up these eggs somehow, but I do know that you can save them. And they're beautiful brown eggs, nice size ones too. So I'm the benefit of that this week, but I did want to show you the chicken coop and also the rocks that they've painted. I've been promising you the painted rocks, as you know, one of my little hobbies. And by the way, this week probably is something I should get back to hobbies too, but I'm enjoying nature and spending time with the pets, even Shamu. And guess who I have on my lap? I can show you right here. These two love each other, but they keep their distance. So it's a week of pet loving and relaxing. Now this is the grape arbor in the back of the house, and grapes are all picked right now, but this is where a lot of the rocks are and have been here for, they started this about 10 years ago on their motor trips up north to the redwoods, and the family would just paint these and have so much fun with them. Aren't these clever? You know, you can have so much fun painting rocks. I love this one. 2019, a moosey rock. Harley. Wow. Some of these are fantastic. This is a collection over 10 years of rocks. Keep calm, go to the redwoods. You know, people paint rocks and leave them in parks for other people to pick up. They're called inspirational rocks, and they'll put various little things on there to inspire people, and they can take them home if they want. So fun. Does that ever look like a giant 100-gram candy bar or what? This is just half of it. I love the bear one too. They are all definitely In-N-Out burger people. Oh, there's Taco Bell. Aren't these cute? Oh, and here we go. I knew there had to be one of my favorites here. There it is, my Del Taco. Reminds me, maybe I'll go get a nice coffee today too. What do you think of these rocks, Harley, huh? Are these something else? Yes. Oh, yes, let's go play again. Come on, let's go back in. Yes, he's not far from my side this week, that's for sure. Part of my treating me this week, Del Taco, 2 fish tacos, battered fried, and a Diet Coke. Sound good? So that's my lunch for today. I'm on my way over to see Moosey, and we're gonna give him a shave. Maybe I'll do it on camera if I can. This is my treating me this week. Thank you. Bye-bye. Yum. I don't know whether you could call this a cameo or not, but...
Different world, different place, different food.
Same two people.
Yeah, loving the hell out of each other.
But here I introduce a new persona. Many of you ladies said he looked like Hemingway, very much like a professor, and he's quite chumped over it all. So he wants to leave it. So Margie's husband bought us this nice shaver, and I'm gonna try and keep it and trim it up for him. So here we go. Now let's hope I don't take his lip off with this. I'm not familiar with doing this. Here we go. You have to open your mouth much a little bit. I don't know whether it's working or not. Any progress?
Oh, yeah.
You do?
Oh, yeah.
You can tell?
Yeah, it was hanging over my lip and curling into my teeth.
Oh, good. Now I'm going to try and get this like in one second.
Gotta get the bottom.
Oh, where? Down here. Worked quite well, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So is that the way it's supposed to be? We'll do a close-up of him in a minute when I finish. Now I'm going to get the cheeky stuff. Go in close and see. We're having fun anyway, right? Maybe one of the guys would do a better job. What do you think? Life is sure good. Take time to enjoy it and nature. And speaking of nature, God bless all those people getting ready for the hurricanes back in the southeast. Stay safe. If it's not one thing, it's another, my friends. So ladies, enjoy your pets. Enjoy your free time. Love yourself like I'm doing this week. I am fortunate enough to be able to have this few days to be able to do this, and I am lapping up every minute of it. I love you all. Thank you so much for all your comments and your binging. And I want to ask you, you know, we have pretty much half of the people who view us regularly are subscribed. And the other half, believe it or not, watch us regularly but are not subscribed. And you know, I'd like to be one of those super ager 80-plus-year-olds who might make it to 100 before I leave this world. I don't know whether it will happen or not, but if you subscribe, I'd get one of those plaques that I see some people have. Not that it's that important in my life, but if you like what we're doing, consider subscribing, and we would appreciate it. Goodbye for now, my friends. Love yourself. Get rid of that stress as much as you can, and take a few days to just relax and enjoy yourself. Bye for now. God bless us all and our pets. There again. No way. I'm not throwing it across the pool. Come on. Here. Over here. This way. 1, 2, 3. There. Come around. Now, I'm not playing this game. Come on, Harley. Oh, gee. Be careful. Don't you get wet. Go on. Uh-oh, now you're stuck. Now you're stuck. What you gonna do now? You better go back. Oh, okay, good dog. That's a good dog. Those are the steps I can't go down.